when Miffy showed how strong Tom Kench can be into a lane. But it's also curious to me that so many teams have just completely moved away from Galio. Only a legendary Rumble player himself.
You're talking about the gentleman's agreement. Doesn't look like it's going to be one. The flash forward, the first blood for Inspired. We said keep your eyes on that Rek'Sai. Exactly where Max Lord's Featherman has TP back to the mid lane, but they will have a man advantage here. Inspired, no flash available. Larson is going to step forward. Prophet on the way in. Featherman now running for his life. Max Lord can only watch as his mid laner is set to fall. Febby running, can form swap in a second, but the knockup is there. Another kill. 2 for the Rek'Sai. 3.5 minutes into the game.
And I can see that TP into immediate punish on having the flash.
Fight fire with fire, Frostgirl, and hold that thought. We're going to dive a tower. That's what it's going to be all about. Max Lord throws the cocoon forward. Not going to connect. Woolite still alive under that tower. Flag and drag goes in. Eyes on Woolite is going to drop down in the end. Spider only going to take him out, but Prophet level 4 still in the bottom side of the map, and Misfits area of this Misfits team, and he is in a massive advantage state. The second he buys, he's almost going to be able to complete that entire first item. They're not even going to wait for that item to come through. They're going to try to force something here. Poke goes in onto Vander, saving the battle dance. Can't try to walk away, but he's just going to get bursted down. Hans Sama grabs the kill. The CC layered perfectly. Early game, of course, Aftershock relatively the same as we saw it on 9-8, same at level 1 at least, but it does get weaker without convenient stats. Now the Equalizer does go in immediately, the Recon engage, the flash is out from Misfits, a perfect disengage on the backside, but still Rogue are looking for a little bit more. Gorilla steps forward, looks for the re-engage, we pause for a brief moment, contemplate our options, and realize that Inspired might just be going down. The flag and drag forward, so it's holding on to the Cataclysm, is going to use it on 2, force out the flash, force the dash out as well from Larson, and Vander will drop on the backside as Misfits take the fight.
And you can see what Rogue...
Should be a pretty easy setup. Inspired is here as well. We'll see if he can move fast enough to stop this dive from coming through. Inspired on the way forward. Prophet still quite tanky. Equalizer does go down. They're moving away from the knockup. Inspired now looking, trying to find it. Soaz moving away. The flag and drag will be up shortly. They're stepping back, trying to move towards Maxwell. The cocoon connects. Soaz is still alive. Misfits are walking away. No! The Brace Seeker, the fadeaway shot will grab the kill.
Too much, trying to look for the fancy feet organ, walks back into it, meanwhile top.
Vander's burning down, of course, they're getting stat checked at this point. Hansama is simply too far ahead. Yes, you have a stopwatch, but you don't do any damage. Hansama grabs 2 in the process, and all too easy for the Misfits 80 carry.
And Gorilla is back in form.
That was Larson now moving up to the top side. TP is coming in. TP responded to as well. Have to be careful. Prophet getting locked up. Gorilla willing to give his life over here. So I was not stepping forward, but just gonna throw out the Dragon Strike. Doesn't have the flag. Larson is on the backside. Have to be careful on this one. Cataclysm now coming in, stealing the culling, trying to hide behind the minions. Larson moving forward. Goes Golden, right on top of it. Trying to make it out. The shutdown comes through. Just point and click on the Kingslayer there as Larson will try to walk away. But meanwhile, the Rift Herald has been summoned mid lane. Misfits responding with a play of their own. Lots of towers going down. Only 13 minutes of the game. The plates were still up. Massive influx of gold in the favor of Misfits. A 4K lead, but now Vander wants to turn it back. Inspired stepping forward. Knocked up. Featherman now in trouble. He's going to move into the middle of the team to give his life so Max Lord can escape. Good punish from Rogue, but still massive lead to Misfits. Larson has gotten to look good. The bottom lane for Rogue has been suffering. Woolite put so incredibly far behind. You talked about one guy does so well with flat penetration, but in reality, really hard to find a good opportunity to use it.
Yeah, and it's hard when your team's not ready.
Thus far, and now Misfits, 20 minutes, they're going to start at the Baron. Inspired can step forward, but without the rest of his team here, he may just get one shot. Of course, Prophet is on the backside. Are they just going to give this one up uncontested? 1K health. Equalizer goes down. Smite will connect as well. Is he an opportunity to get the fight kicked off? Maxwell takes a lot of initial damage. Hansama knocked out of the fight for a brief moment with the stolen ultimate. Gorilla not going to fall. Maxwell's still alive as well. No one in Misfits has died yet, but Prophet's going to find the burn. The Recon engage is there. Rogue finding the turn in an instant, but Soaz wants to fire back. Prophet Inspired, the last 2 members standing, trying to get to that tunnel, wanting to save the cooldown to get out, but cannot do it. 2 kills quickly picked up by Misfits.
And ultimately, it's still 3.
Instantly smashed through that tower and are now looking to grab an inhib as well.
It's the fact that Misfits didn't take a step back, but here's a step forward.
Big fat rumble flank coming in for Prophet. Buys a bit of time as well. So much damage goes in. Kaiser moving in as well. Misfits have overstayed their welcome. Prophet with a beautiful TP. The follow-up is huge for the side of Rogue. Featherman can try to step into this fight, but there are still 4 members alive. Featherman on the bottom side. 3 members strong. Gorilla looking to be that body wall. Stop anyone from making their way into the pit. A lot of mobility on the enemy team though. 3K. Gorilla going to throw out the ultimate. TP's now coming in. They're trying to immediately get the members deleted left and right. The jungler has now been taken down. They're going to turn their attention off of the Baron. Featherman onto the backside. Going to look to clean up Vander. Easy kick pick off there in the midst of everything. Silas caught in the midst of this team is not going to be able to get anything done, and Woolite is simply too far behind. Featherman Just gonna eat him for lunch. Double kill coming through for the Misfits mid laner.
And look at where Rumble is. Didn't get to participate in that fight. You do not see that same damage graph where Rumble is doing 10,000 damage in the fight, and Prophet now picked off.
Too much CC, he can't get anything done. He does throw down the ulti, but gets nothing else. That is the ace for Misfits, and it's going to be the game win as well as they walk these minions into the base, as they take their time on this Nexus. Frostgren, we wanted to know about first impressions. Rogue may have struggled, but Misfits absolutely dominated in their first game.
Going back to what worked for them. Excellent performance from the duo lane, Hansama and Gorilla. Gorilla in particular looked in strong form. Loved the response from Maxlor on the Elise. Yes, Feathervin was caught off guard initially by Inspired, but Maxlor managed to fight fire with fire, immediately started throwing down ganks. It got very scrappy, and then once Misfits regained control, had the reins, they were able to slow down the game and dictate it to the very end.
Absolutely, and you can see the moments where Rogue was more on even footing, where Misfits gave them the respect they deserved, where they backed off, they stepped away from that Rumble ulti. They were not looking to get caught in that flame spitter. They were not looking to take all that damage from a very strong